Hey guys, let's see, just gonna make sure I got live chat available, connection's excellent. Let's refresh this, or just gonna just quickly test the sound. Live. Refresh this, or just gonna just quickly test the sound. Live. Sounds like the sound is working. We'll just minimize this for now. Okay, connection was good. We will close this because it takes a lot of memory. Close this. I could probably close the Discord. Yeah, and I'll just have you guys up here. Yeah, just like that. Alright. So, I had mentioned to a couple of people that I'd be switching templates. I did end up picking it up, and so my main focus is on, and it does look like it's going to be really good. I still go back for some other stuff, but I still want to just get the basics done so I can always transfer. And then, again, if there's ever a time where I'm switching templates or anything like that, I have everything already based set up. But I was having some weird errors, so I'm just I re-imported the original lobby blueprint, and I'm testing it out right now. I can kind of show it here, so I'll hit play, I'll tab and grab. So we have these two things here. On mine, the client isn't spawning sometimes. So that's what I'm going through to try to fix. And I'm going to try to set up stuff as well, just to make sure everything's good to go. So, and just so I have like certain things set up, one of the things I was noticing is my server travel is all sorts of whack. So my game instance class, let's go to that. I'm going to go to systems, game instance class. What I want to do is I do want to have a current game mode, and I do want to have a current map. Current game. No, not. I'm trying to get. Yeah. Current game map. These are the. I'll make an enum for that as well. So I think I got a folder for enumerations. Yes. I'll duplicate this. Make it simple. Game maps. Enum. We'll call it Woodlands, and we'll add one and call it test map. Village. The was turned into the harbor's tourist location with shops. Sea cans cut open and decorated. Shops. Others. stage for live performance. Performances. There we go. Yeah, it should be. We'll save that. So this will be FH game maps. We got modes. We got maps. Compile and save here. Close this. We'll open up modes here, and just like that, we'll also add survival, and we'll add infected for now. There's gonna be more, obviously. Other maps, and player is we'll do that just so there's some modes and stuff in it. Alright, and so we're here. So I want to set up a game mode, get game mode. So we'll do something like that. Because this is a mess. We're gonna fix this up here. Whatever is going on with this, we're gonna kind of move this over. And if I want to get the game mode, put that in here. So if I couldn't find it in my maps table, maps game row, my maps table wasn't working for some reason, then in game mode, I want to get a copy of my game instance ref, which I actually just had in this here. So I'll just copy this, and we'll paste that here, and we will get game mode. Game mode, get current main mode, and might even move this back so it's lined with this. What we're going to do is switch on enum, so no matter what game modes we have there, they'll all pop up. And we're just going to create return nodes. Add a return node. In this return node, we're going to just return. What do we want to return here? We want to return. It wants a level in the form of a name. Unreal name. Yeah. Could move this out a little bit. Yeah. So it wants a level in the form of a name. So we're going to return a name. Oh wait, no, we're doing game mode right now. Game mode is like this. So we actually just want the game mode location is where it's going to be found. So we're going to need to duplicate this. Instead of getting the game modes from this map here, we'll be getting the game mode from this, which will just be a string. So we want to return a string. And for now, we could do something as simple as prop hunt and like duplicate and duplicate and we just throw these in here, and this will be survival, and this will be infected. Right, so those are the different names it's looking for, and then when we go back out here, it's going to so we actually want to name this current, or just a game mode name. We can even put, we'll put game mode name. And so now we get the game mode name, and as you see, we need to do it because we're going to get the map's location, and then we're going to add FH to it, and then we're going to add the .gm for the game mode, and the FH to it, and then this here, it's just what it needs to open the level, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is just so you could change the game mode on the fly, because that way you could have something like a shipping level, and the shipping level, for example, like when we're doing the maps, because we could close this now because we have the maps here. Close this, because we're going to be doing maps here, so we're going to be doing pretty much the same kind of thing. So we'll copy this and paste this here, but instead of game mode, we'll be getting maps, or get map, get current map, and we'll be switch on current maps. And so the shipping yard could be used for multiple game modes. So if we want to use the shipping yard map, but we want to use a different game mode with that map, normally that's not something you could do. Normally when you have a listen event, like this, just like open a level, and you just have a listen. So that's normally how you do it for a server. You had an open and then a listen. Normally when that happens, it's just going to open with the default game mode, whatever game mode was set there. But right now, Epic has allowed us to change the game mode by adding the game mode location and name to it. So this will give us the game mode location. So game mode la 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 la, it's the big location where it's found, systems game modes, and then we need to have the game mode fully spelled out, like almost twice for some reason, and so that's what we'll be doing there, but we actually need the map still, so that's where we'll be getting our game map, which we, in this case, when we go into it, we will be returning a name this time. It's gonna blank it all out for us. We only got the two right now, so that's fine. So we get rid of this. Shipping yard, and we got our woodlands. We're gonna go into our finding home, our levels. We'll check out our gameplay level. We just have the woodlands test right now. We actually haven't started our shipping container. So we'll just do that for now. So that's the map name, and compile, save. Travel. We're gonna hook this up to here. Our open level, and we're gonna connect that to there. And absolute. So if it failed the first time, I don't know why we'd be doing it again. Doesn't make any sense. Because it should have just worked the first time. We're doing the same data table again. Not gonna work. That's just a good backup, just in case something for some reason went awry. And this I'll just keep in because this was the old code that we'll be looking at. See, he's just doing a server transfer. Server travel. He's going to get the map location in the server travel. So he's going to here. And then we'd append the name of the map. And the problem with that is you won't be able to change the game mode. Old kick.code, but I want to be able to have multiple game modes. Yeah, if for some reason we can never get it working, which I already have working fine, or something's not smooth, we will maybe we might have to revert back to something like this. And that's why we have the variables still saved and stuff. But for now, I'm pretty sure what we have should work. The weird problem that I'm having is that characters wasn't spawning on the lobby. So we look at this. Look again. This is his old code. This looks got this. I'm just going down. So return to lobby. Again, he's just doing a server command to the lobby. Let's see what we have. We should have travel to lobby. Again, that's a server command. We want to change this. This is one thing I had a problem with, and that's why I said I had tested it, and I know mine works, but I have to do append. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go to the server travel. And so instead of trying to get this like variable, got this variable to it, we're just going to throw whatever this naming is onto the back here, and we're going to just plug that in. Like, I don't know why I was trying to do some weird format string thing when I'm already doing some appending here. There we go. And this is just the lobby map, so we already kind of know the name of that. We'll put this down here. Oh, I can probably move this in. Yep. And I think I might even still have it up. Yeah, where I was looking at that is this here. So this person's building a tower defense, and depending on the tower defense, they want to override a custom game mode to override the default mode. And so they're just doing this here. He's using a select node. Select this or select that, and he's just throwing it into the options. So like, again, I was doing a lot of research. That's why it's still up. And yeah, so this should work just fine. So we'll compile that, and so we go back here. So that's the lobby, and we're just doing the spawn player now. So in the base game mode, go to player, spawn player. So he's getting the player controller. Get the player controller. Control pawn is valid. control pollen is valid. We're going to destroy the actor if it's valid. If it's not valid, we're just going to spawn. If it's not valid, we're just going to spawn. I'm getting a specific actor from my reference class, which is just by default our base character. He is finding a random thing, and he's just physically setting his demo character, and the owner is the player, which is here. That's where we get that. Sometimes I do, that's just the owner. Sometimes I do like to just make sure I don't mess around here. If that is the owner in the case, we're just going to make sure that somehow I don't have some other player variable set somewhere else, and it's somehow messing with the local variable that we're getting from this. And so investigator is left blank, investigator is left blank, and then we are doing the possess from that player specifically. So we already have this nice link node here. We will throw into the target and we will possess him. Like that. Yeah, let's just throw that there. We could actually just probably bring this nice and close. And we'll double check this. Yeah, it possesses him. And then it's just going to change up his appearance, right? So we could double note this. Make it red here. And we'll say add appearance here. But I think we have to note something here. This is an OC, so on client. And it's from the demo, from the character itself. From character with an on OC on client reliable event slash function. So we want to get it appearance here, add appearance here. We want it from the character with an on client reliable function event. So like when you see here, he's getting it from his demo character. It's reliable and it's running on the owning client. So that way, I know in a couple other games we were playing where like the character clothing was all like messed up for some reason, and I think they weren't doing that specifically. I think they got it fixed later on. But it was pretty funny where we're all like wearing different clothes all the time. So one person would see me in like a green outfit, but the other person would see me in a red outfit, and it was not setting properly on the server or each client. All right, not replicating. So that's the spawn character, and the last one we got the find random character. I have a feeling that at least mine will be pretty similar here. It's just gonna search for the player starts. So his is player starts, -1, player starts, get rotation. I just lined it up with the lines, just lining things up a little bit tighter. And that's about it. So yeah, it's exactly the same. So my game mode are almost the same. I gotta double check the actual. We went through the variables, and I just went through the variables and functions. But don't forget, we still have the class settings and the stuff. So class settings, there's no interfaces here, no nothing. So if I click on my class settings here, parent class is just game mode. His is just game mode, mine's just game mode. As you can see, you can quickly swap between them and there's no changes. I'm gonna go to class defaults. So his is his map level And so I have a couple of extra variables in here. I guess you can't set this by default. Can I? Game instance ref? No, you can't set it by default. Oh, I can. No. No, you can't set reference by default. All right. So he just has the map location, and he just has a default pawn class, and his bases. That location, default pawn class, and my bases. All right. And we're just doubling up on the game modes for now, so the game mode looks good. We can close that game mode, close this game mode, and we can now look at his lobby and my lobby. So we'll start with the event graph. First one is on post. So when somebody logs in, they're getting the player state, and he's casting to the player state from this specific new player, and seeing if he can, if the host can force the launch. So we go to mine. We're doing the same thing. We're seeing if the host can force the launch. We're doing a double check valid state. Macro. Is this needed? Host login. I think we're just going to do a basic cast here. Cast, because this is only just happening on the login. Player state. I don't want anything being tied up on this login here. So if it failed, we're still going to say couldn't get FH lobby player state. Some reason. And that could stay there. It's just a catch in a sense. That's fine. And we don't want to get our lobby HUD here. Does the guessing at some point the all right. And we just won't get our lobby HUD. Yeah, I don't think we should get our lobby HUD here. Whatever that's doing, no. Find references. Lobby HUD. Yeah, we will delete that, and we'll delete this. Spawn character. I don't think he has a spawn character in here. He's not overriding the spawn character. So we actually will just delete this. And we delete this. We don't want that messing with anything. And yeah, because I had errors, I'm just gonna go back to the way it was before, pretty much. So I have a big end play. He doesn't, but could be doing some things just in case. Well, I do have some begin play stuff that we're doing in ours, and we just want to make sure that's running. And so remember, in our begin play and our base, which he's not doing, which I was just double checking, we're just getting the game instance, the player controller, and the game state. He's not getting these things, or he's not using them for some reason, but just in case, we are just going to make sure they're available and functioning. Actually, you could probably just move it right up. So then he has on swap controller, it's just doing the parents. On swap controller, it's just doing the parents. Then on logout, disconnect. On logout, disconnect. We should double check the disconnects to make sure they're the same. So he has a retriggerable delay. He's getting the game state and updating the lobby. We have a retriggerable delay. We already have the game state. Okay, game state. We're doing our lobby game state. Let's do that. Let's get our lobby game state actually. I'll have to do a cast to get our lobby game state because we just have the base game states. So get game state, get lobby game state, current game state, and update lobby. So that could be a problem, you know what I mean? Game state cast to lobby. But this game state would be our game state. It would be just our game state is of type lobby, so it would still have that, but I'll do the same as he has to make sure everything works. And he is update lobby. So update connected players. So I'm guessing his update lobby has, oh, it's just updating connected players. And then it's that. There might be a reason why he has this function. It's a public function. So in our game state, we have this too. Oh no, that's his. Update lobby. We do have an update lobby, just like he does. And just like he, it's the same. Okay. And then this is our connected player. Is host ready? User profile, user connected. So local players and so let's drag. We'll go to update lobby. His is oh. Is this an override? What are we updating here? The ready status, the host status, and the player ID. So this is something that should just actually be lobby specific. It's underneath lobby updates. So if I go to my lobby, lobby updates, update lobby, we don't have this method. Update connected players. Alright, copy this and paste it here. And I'm just going to erase these underscores here. This here. Oh, just make sure that didn't affect anything. No, it's still doing just the update lobby. Should be the same. Alright, from here, casting to a player array from the game state, casting to this. Update server name. Okay, we'll just start from the top here. Base player state. Where's his game state? We'll throw this over here. Yeah, so he's doing the base. He's getting the player. Getting the connected info. S user. So let's go to connected info. This is a connected player info ref. Connected player info. This is from the base player state. This is a connected player structure. So I just want to check things here. We have structures here. Connected player structure. This is FH. I'm not even using appearance, so I'm gonna get rid of appearance. Because add get appearance here. Okay, this another way to do the thing. Actually, I changed this just so it's less confusing to FH and FH. I'm gonna save that. Close. Player info connection break player connection info. Oh, here we go. Player connection info. It's FH, player connection info. So in here, what did we name it? Player connection info. Player connected. There. And we'll, there's usually a way to refresh this. Refresh node. There we go. Refresh node. And delete that. Put that there. Connected player info. That's getting the user profile and the connected player. And from the connected player, we're getting the host and the ready status. So now it's kind of fixed itself. Compile. Let's see here. Oh, right. That's why it wasn't working. I shouldn't have been fiddling with that. This is his. Of course, it's all S's and stuff. Yes. So yeah, this is all his stuff. So all has S's. We're structuring it. We're just adding this to the connected players. And this is in the. We're just adding this to the local connected players. Server name is next. I want to make sure. actually, because we've already copied it over. I want to just get rid of this. It could be the GM that's using it. Update player. Yeah, and we want to. Oh, it's actually here. We want. This is the lobby. We want to use this here. Update our connected players from our lobby. Now that is done and we save that, we should be able to now get rid of that connected players from our base. I think I was trying to throw everything into the base just because other levels might use it and it might be useful, but as you can see, this specific thing is actually lobby specific. So going to delete it and wait for us to find out where that error is, where whatever is using it shouldn't be using it. Oh, we didn't remove it from there, so that was probably it there. Alright, so it's all FH stuff, and we're just getting the username and setting the session name. Why are we doing that? What? So what he's doing? Yep. Okay, yeah, we're setting the session name and then setting it to the with notify session name. Okay. Again, this is another thing where. Oh no, this is from the base. This is the base. Okay. And that's that for that, and that returns from there. And then we're returning to the game mode. So that's that. So we close this, so we can go back there. We close this, so that's done. So we got create loading screen, and this is where we need game state again to get the map. Server transfer. Lobby game state, and we're also getting the lobby game state in here. This is 2 times we're getting the lobby game state. So I think what we'll do is we'll move all this down actually. And what is this? Is the game mode. So we'll open up the game mode systems. Macro libraries, the game mode macro library, and we'll look at the base game state. We'll add a new one, get lobby game state. I want to make sure it's the lobby that we're getting, because the lobby will have, like, just in case if there's something specific that the lobby has. And it's going to be, we're going to go back to the base game state. We're going to copy these here, Go back to the get lobby game state. Paste this here. And here we want just the timeout, which is the float. Timeout. And we're going to want an executable. And then we go 1, 2, 3. And then executable, we're going to hit space. We're going to drag this up. So we're going to connect that there. We're going to connect that there. And this time we're going to do FH lobby game state. For this is valid. If it's valid, we are going to connect this up here. We have to do this little loopy thing to this and bring this down. Do this. Bring this over. And this is going to be failed. Connect. And this is going to be FH lobby game state. So FH lobby game state. And lobby ref game state. And we're just going to drag that, connect that there. And if the cast fails, we'll do that. There we go. I'll save this. And after the parent, we're gonna get lobby game state. Timeout we'll set to 10. We'll promote this to a variable. No spaces. So this is get the current lobby game state as the current lobby game state, and because it's not a specific player, it's the actual entire lobby as it is as a game, and we will do this and just remove that. We might even just double check and do update lobby. So update lobby functions right there, and we could just connect that. Yep. And so that's done, and now we're going back into our travel. We're going to actually get our lobby. Now, he should have a current map. Is that what we're looking for here? We're going to look at this guy. So he's getting his lobby game state and getting his current map and attaching it to the player base controller create travel map screen. Yeah, so we just want to replace that because he should have his own current map and the player base controller, the travel map loading screen. And because this is this specific player controller in this run here. And it's doing the loads. These guys are now pretty much the exact same. So that's done there. And that's the traveling loading screen. There's the delay. And travel the gameplay map, which we already went over. So we can close that. And that's it for that. And we just did the loading screen and this. And we already did that. So we could check the the big settings here, see if he has anything set up in his game thing, and we'll set here. So we should be able to click back and forth, and the only thing that should be changed is pretty much there. Alright, we're going to click on our classes, and again, we know our classes are slightly different, but the main thing is how they have them set up. So, we want to go into this is at the top. See, it doesn't have the rest of the modes. Can host force launch. Yes, we're just doing that right now. So he has PC, and he does set his game character in there. So we will force our base game character in there. There we go. And now our game modes are exactly the same. And I think we're just going to close all this out. I think that's the main thing that was having a problem with. But we will close this guy. We'll try to do my level here, my main menu level. Save, yes. So we hit play. Right, we go multiplayer, host, lobby, multiplayer, join, lobby. And see, I'm actually a spectator pawn. I'm a spectator pawn, where the server is an actual player. And again, we have that all set up. But if we go to his, this is kind of what I was hoping to have. Go to his menu. Like I said, he doesn't have as much stuff here set up, but we hit play, and I host game. There's no there's still a disconnection here. Whoa. And I'm also a spectator pawn. That didn't happen a second ago. When I first booted this up and tried it, that didn't happen. Let's go to his lobby level. No, we know his lobby level is all set up. Yeah, BP. Strange things are happening, no stranger will they be. This could be just like weird, strange things. Like, with all the tutorials, everything, I could just continue on, I guess. The next thing in the main, yeah, it just has that. Wait a second. If I play this and I host, I'm this, and I join. I'm good. Let me try that on mine. Sometimes you have some weird errors because you're not normally you'd be using Steam stuff, and you wouldn't be using like their thing. So what if I host on this? I'm fine. Then I multiplayer join refresh. So it could have something to do with this mode that I'm doing. Join. Do I have my character? Here we are. Do I want to open another Unreal? Because I am loading something in the background. I'm trying to transfer over Battle Royale kit. Open this up. And we'll close this. We won't open another one up. We're just going to open this up and see if it's just like how I'm playing it in the Pi editor. And actually my code's probably good to go. And I'm just, again, I wish I knew to be able to taste this stuff off stream, but, so we'll try his code. So, one's in a new window. So he does this. Is this standalone? I think his has to be standalone. Do we have two of these? Nope. We need two. There we go, got two. So if we host game and we lost connection, we got our party hat and stuff, and we join game, I had to hit the refresh button. We also have our party hat and stuff. Okay. if we do in NewPy, this is the client, and this is the server. We host game. Still get that connection error. And then we try to join game. I am also a thing. Okay, so I think we're actually fine. I think I'm actually just playing it in the wrong thing. I'll try a simulated standalone mode with a client here. This is why I need to get all of the stuff done, and so I could do back to the Steam testing over and over again. You know what I mean? Just testing it here on 2 different computers and seeing how everything works. And then I could verify replication, stuff like that. So if we go to standalone game, we got the 2 windows. Try to separate them. I don't have it going directly to the menu this time. Connection lost, so I think this is the client because I was doing the same kind of thing before. So we'll do hosts here. Host lobby. So it's acting like a standalone game, so it's pretty heavy. I haven't been able to do all the optimizations yet. Just the metahumans alone are pretty heavy sometimes. Looks like I have a character though. So it is working. That's just the way I was launching it, I guess, for the testing. There you go. Alright. So now that we know that works, we're going to go back to standalone. We're going to go back to one player. Just make sure we like everything that looks. We're going to go to the lobby menu. And we're going to just probably hit play. And tab is not working. I guess. All right. Let me see. So, yeah, I discovered that with the new enhanced input system, you definitely want it actually on the character. So we have to have this enhanced system on the character, which is different because I used to have it always on the player controller. In the HUD is usually on the player controller. So we need to set this HUD up. So we are going to want this HUD. So we're going to do a begin play. Event begin play, because I guess we're not using it. And this is a last player. Which is back at Visual Studios. But we'll do our FH base just in case. So we're going to go to Find and Home, our systems, our macro libraries. We're going to make a new macro library. Macro library, blueprint macro library. We're doing FH base character, which is of character. So we could do character. So this stuff is of character. So we could do character. Yeah, we'll do character. We're gonna do FH character macro library. And for character macro library, we need to get lobby HUD. And we probably have another macro library, probably like the player controller, that is getting the HUD. So we'll just copy this here. And we will put this here. This needs a player controller class. What am I doing for this player controller? I'm asking for the controller. Say hey. So we can do the same thing. So we could ask for the player controller. So we're going to be doing a float time out player controller. Just base player controller. And we hook that up there. So we're also going to want to move all these guys, I guess, one over. So we could do that. Here we also want to do the executes. We go 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to space that. It looks like we're going to want this at the very top. And we're going to want this in the center. I want to this here. I wonder why this is size different. Player controller ref. Should take up the ref as well. Give that extra space. Oh wow, I didn't even. That's why I don't like that. Oh well. So I'll have to move everything as well. Why did I do that? I'll move this all here. I thought that was a little tight. Should be able to just like go like this now. Or actually, you should be able to like, yeah. There we go. Looks better. Should be able to do something similar. Throw this guy so he's nice and lined up. We'll connect this here. Get rid of this guy. Straighten this up. Make it so these things aren't blocking each other. We need one to be valid. And we'll hook that up. We need one to be failed, and we'll hook that up. And we need one to be lobby ref HUD, and we'll do FH lobby HUD, and we will connect that. We might have to move this all like that. There you go, looks pretty good. So this, because this is of type character, we should be able to say get HUD. And this is our macro library. We're going to do our regular 10 seconds. Get owner. Actor. Get player controller. Index 0. we as a character should have get self get player wow. And we're gonna get our HUD here. I like to take out the spaces. Oh. Alt, drag this guy out. I'll do a print string. Still failed. Get alright. So now we should have the HUD class. Have the HUD class there. Now we have the HUD class. We have our event graph, and we're just toggling our HUD menu. And our HUD menu will take care of any other HUD stuff that there is. There we go. So players. Is it supposed to have me as a player? I thought so. Just 4 of 8 too. And this will actually, what we'll do here, we're going to try to get valid. Because we know the menu's working because it popped up. So that means it's probably calling it also early. So we're going to say print string. No lobby. HUD. Okey-doke. Clear. Try it again. What? Access none when trying to get the player control. Hmm. For now, we'll do get player control. It's still working, but I don't like this the erroring. I'm gonna have to resave it and drag this down here. Online turn-based. Player own save, I guess. We'll just make sure that all the menu stuff lines up. I'm hoping to get some time to finish some clearing some of this atmosphere's house, and then I could, once that's cleared out and things are looking good here, their status 48. Yep, so that's working. Do I dare want to attempt doing 2? I don't know if this is a good test or not. This might be the server and this might be the client. Server, client. No errors, but I don't like, we can go back to one player, standalone. That the menu's not really working at all. So that's what we have to look into. It's like the player list's not updating, nothing, so we'll have to look into that. So if we go into, there's our HUD, our lobby HUD. Alright, we stop it from playing. Game mode into user only. Do some connections here just to make sure that nothing's failing. be up anyway. And then we'll do the same thing here. And do the same thing here. We got our toggle widget. There we go. We're creating our lobby widgets, which right now is just our main menu widget, which requires a lot of things. We're putting on screen, that's working fine. But literally nothing in here is working, I'm guessing. So widget switcher to 1 is working. Toggle server. So if the player state, is it supposed to be the player state? Let's look at his menu. We have all of his widgets and everything now. So lobby menu. Feels weird. So I tightened a lot of this stuff up. But I don't think, even when we're sitting start here, if I hit play, and I hit tab, this shouldn't be ready yet. This should be like launch game. So I think that's the first thing I'm noticing. Yeah, it's the player state. We get the player state. Can force is true. We set with notify. Set with notify. So let's open our lobby game state. Our rep launching. We can get his also. Is there an easier way for us to get his? Well, we'll just have to. We'll just go get it. Is blueprints, core, lobby, core, game scene. Alright. Our game state, we're looking at launching, on rep launching. If true, update launch event. Player controller. Oh, that's a lot of different things. we have this variable is here. I want to kind of see if we go to event graph. Oh, this is on clicked. So this is shouldn't even be on clicked. There should be some sort of update. So if you look at the designer, it's 4 of 8, all this stuff. When you load, it kind of like updates the widgets and stuff. Unclicked, unclicked, unswitch construct. He's getting the inits on construct, but we already have all of them. Because we're on oh, it does say start game. So let's actually try that to just confirm this stuff is working. We're going to say that the host cannot launch game. Where is that? That's in the player state, right? Oh, I think it's in the actual game mode. Yeah, see? We set it here. Can launch. So we're actually going to put it to none. And so it's still gonna have ready up actually. Wait. But if I click this, it should have start game, right? No, still. So yeah, it says ready up. Oh, that's why I didn't manage to close it. Oh no, I didn't. It's actually still got me in here. All right. But yeah, that's where you can tell. It actually is saying, this is working because we could actually launch. So close that. We close that. init server ready up. So if we go to here, we go to, maybe try to find references. So init ready up button, init server ready up, init client ready up, init server ready up. And if I go to mine and I go find references, it's the same thing. Init server ready up, init client ready up. And if I go to init ready up button, find references, it's just this. So I might have to go to this class and find reference viewer, PC lobby, why does my PC survival, oh, PC survival, sure, but my player controller lobby is, oh, and then that reaches out to that. Okay, maybe we go to blueprints, core, lobby, player controller, update launch event. Find references. Update ready up button. So we should have that in our player controller. Where is this getting called? I go press this. OC update ready up. A lot of this ready up button stuff is lobby specific. I can't see it being in any of the parent classes. So we already have. We'll start separating it. BB, player state. We don't have player states. Toggle ready status. It's just the user profiles. On begin play, it does just the init. Let's see for ours. We don't have ours open. Systems, game modes, systems, player states. So begin play, it does init. And throw this on the side. We do our thing, so it calls our init, and on our init function, we're doing these. We still have this here. And move that over more. There you go. So not doing any updates here that I can see. On okay. Clean up UI. Sorry guys, just trying to figure out. Why my widgets, where he's updating his widgets and why I haven't got that to update. Check his class. Wanted appearance, update hat, update skeleton. That's it though, I think. It doesn't have anything to do with the UI. No, it doesn't have anything to do with the UI. Remove from parent. On the constructions, the VP player. This is base. Base. Lobby. We just create the widget. We update the server name. And we set the server name. That's when we create the HUD. So we clean up. We're not even using that server name because it's on a HUD class that he has. Unless it's in like that HUD class. Because there's this lobby HUD class. Don't tell me he has stuff in here. Nick casts. He's getting all the casts set up. It's just this indicator. Can't host launch. Which is that spinny thing at the top. Get active, get countdown. Yeah, so it's not doing anything here. Create the lobby HUD. So yeah, player setup, he's just creating the lobby HUD in the chat widget. And he's just getting valid player states. That's it. That's the event graph. And then if we click the input graph, He's just toggling the session in and out. The widget graph. He's doing a bunch of stuff here in the widget graph, like this. But this would have to be called somewhere. It's not. It's being called elsewhere. And then this disconnect graph. And then from the player controllers, the player states, all it's doing is calling this init, which is just getting the profiles. Then the game state, it's checking all the game stuff. All it's doing is setting the game mode right off the hop. And I don't think there's anything in the construction script, no. And then in the game lobby, there's nothing. So yeah, what would normally happen? Do I still have his lobby game mode? Bring it over to this side, so that stuff's my stuff. So when this gets created, event in this cast, we're getting all this stuff. Send active widget. This is just unclicked. I think there's like some sort of binds, I'm guessing. See anything added? How's he getting it set up? So if I go to his lobby map, I save my stuff. I hit play. I won't be. Oh yeah. So yeah, I should have a username. 1 of 0. Should say start game. There should be a player here. Should say ready. But none of that's filling out for me. I have to see where I screwed up. This is all just on click. Player controller. So player state is setting up the player controller, but who's getting the player state? Toggle ready status. Feels like it got to be like. on the construct, it just does nothing actually for here. But on the this calls the parent construct, let's do nothing. Where do I want to do it? Mine could be slightly different than his. When menu loads up, load the menu up. Initialize the server, and this is in the widget class. Yeah, we have to pull all the people as well. I feel like I might be missing some stuff here. Like, how does this list populate? Create. When is this being called? Update widget is not being called in this. So you'd think it would be called here. Update lobby. Widget. So maybe I gotta switch it up so it's not as confusing. And I'll just have it set up in the class here. Make a new function. Call it widget inits. Or widget set or setup lobby widgets. Put in the update and what I will do is put this like here in the graph. And just get it to set up all the stuff, at least for the first time around. Right? So when we go in, we want to init the buttons. Init ready up button. So it will call that. And in the init ready up button, it's going to do the server and the client. Yep. And then we're just gonna look at all the stuff. We want our player list. Right? We go to our player list. We have an update widget, which updates the player list, which gets to set player list. Connected players. Connected players. We have our own connected players. Structures. Connected players. Connected players. So this should be FH connected players. So we'll have to do a new for each loop. This should also be FH connected players. So that's probably why not things are not working for the connected player side. So break. We just should break again and get the player ID. This is fine. Break. Break. And we needed the ready status. Oh, this could be it. Like, even setting the ready status. This is in the button itself almost. Lobby player button. Yeah. Host indicator. This could have caused some major problems, I think. Oh. if I was given it a list of my struct and it just wasn't compatible, or this was blanked. The list of connected players was empty from whenever this got a list of players. What a due to the fact that I've changed it before in other places. But it is after 11, guys. So now that I get some headway, hopefully I'll get this all fixed up. We got our menu finished off. We could start getting those game modes in there. That would be nice. Yeah. There we go. Update the player list, update the player count. And that could be why our player count was all off too. Alright, so we might be getting somewhere, guys, and once we get the sorted out, all be a big thing. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Whoever stood by, again, it's one of the things we have to do is problem solve and troubleshoot, and hopefully on Tuesday I'll have something better to show you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.